All right, hello, Carolina Preps fans. My summer football tour is continuing here in New Bern, Craven County. New Bern head football coach Terrance Saxby. Coach, had an opportunity to talk some football with you and kind of learn a little bit more about your program here going into your third season leading the Bears. Tell us how your summer's going and how your spring workouts leading up to the summer is going for your program.
Uh, First of all, Chris, I want to say thank you for coming out to Craven County and checking out the Bears in New Bern High School. And so far, we've had a very, very productive summer. You know, we're almost like at 100% attendance of all our student athletes. We have basically got off to a good start. We've been going basically since the end of May. So we've been going for about 4 to 5 weeks now, and the kids are really working hard, and you know we've kind of set a precedent on you know what we're looking for and the expectation and how we're going to work, and the kids have really taken to it. They've responded to the coaches, and you know we feel really good about what we've kind of done to this point.
You know, I know a lot of coaches, they utilize their spring workouts and even the summer, differently depending on the program. Some work on, strength, some work on maybe play installation heading into August to kind of lessen the instructional time, once you put the pads on. What do you most try to gain out of the spring and the summer workouts?
Out of the spring, it's funny that you asked that because we had several different areas that we had to focus on this spring. And early in the spring, the big deal was gaining strength, especially up front, offensive line, defensive linemen, and then, making sure that, that they're getting stronger. And then on the other regards, in some areas in the secondary, it was important that we kind of build their knowledge of the, playbook and what it is that they are expected to do. So, we feel that we've kind of attacked both of those things this spring and going into the summer, and the kids have really responded to all the coaches and what we're trying to teach and what we're trying to do. And so by the time we feel like we get to August, it'll be complete installation. Obviously, at that point, the pads will go on in about 3 or 4 days, and so you kind of get to see those kids move around in a different capacity. So so far so good, and the kids have taken to what we're doing.
Every football season's, it's just a new beginning, Even with the veteran team coming back, sometimes you never know until, August rolls around and you put them pads on for the first time. I know you've got a little bit more of a veteran team coming back. I think the expectations are looking much higher for you guys. How do you feel like the senior leadership and some of the guys who've now been with you these 3 years are kind of taking on leadership roles in your program?
Yeah, definitely. That's basically what we've pushed, especially with our senior captains, the Terrance McCormicks, the Kaishan Taylors, the Zion Wrights, and we've asked them to kind of take that role and force them almost to lead this team. These guys have played a lot of good football for us, and they know the expectation, and it's important that they kind of take the bull by the horns and make sure that they're leading the pack. And we feel really good about the team that we have coming back. We're really close, especially after the past 2 years where we've been kind of knocking on the door, and we know that it's going to take a lot of hard work. But the kids are, they're excited, they're resilient, they're looking forward to it, and we feel like if we can come out and just do the things that we set out to do as a coaching staff, we'll have a shot.
Well, Coach Saxby, I appreciate you talking some football with me. As always, I appreciate the hospitality and allowing me to come spend some time with you, and I wish you guys the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.